Okay, so just before Kwame Juma Ajimai comes up with sports, I've got to run through quickly what the newspapers are reporting this Wednesday, and I'm picking my headlines from myjoyonline.com. So here we go. What's the Daily Graphic reporting this morning? Cites precedents for contempt. Afenyo marking appeals to Supreme Court. So the Member of Parliament for Efutu in the Central Region, Alexander Afenyo Marking, has made known his intention to institute contempt proceedings against President John Mahama for appointing a new chairperson for the Electoral Commission in spite of the presidency of a legal suit on the same subject. The other side of it, which we brought you in our AM News, is the fact that they've been asked to merge this petition because Alexander Afenyo Marking is on one side and then there's another person on the other side. We'll see how the story pans out. Professor Dodo apologizes to Parliament. Also, Medical and Dental Council to revoke Ali Gabas's license. So the Ghana Medical and Dental Council is to withdraw Sule Ali Gabas's professional license from its register by the end of this month, in line with the Health Professional Regulatory Bodies Act 857. The man is not only spending some 25 years in prison, but he also will not be known as a doctor anymore. We don't know for how long. Temporary ban on sale of fowls in Accra. The Veterinary Services Department of the Ministry of Food and Agriculture has temporarily placed a ban on the sale and movement of live birds within Accra to prevent further outbreaks of avian influenza in the city and its environs. We know that you love your chicken. I do as well. I love the eggs. So how far would this be affecting us? We're going to be exploring this issue as well. But let me tell you what the Daily Guide is reporting today. Yamwa Ponko is a thief, NDC chairman seemed to be saying. The troubles of SACD MC for Ejuso jabbing in the Ashanti region, Kweku Efrifa Yamwa Ponko, seem far from over. For details of that, though, you have to grab the Daily Guide to read. Mahama faces contempt over EC boss, also being captured in the Daily Guide. We go to the Ghanaian Times newspaper. Cab driver accuses police of torture. So a taxi driver by name Wisdom Denu mistakenly picked up by the police in a swap on drug dealers at Ho, Anglo Koji in February this year, and released after spending 3 months behind bars, has been given a horrifying account of his ordeal at the hands of the police. And I say, if they wrongly picked you up and accused you and you spend that much time behind bars, you definitely have to sue them for a huge amount of money. Professor Dodo apologizes, also captured in the Times. 4 butchers jailed. So 4 butchers were yesterday convicted by the Ajabeng District Magistrate Court 2 in Accra, presided over by Madam Gloria Na Bortolai, for slaughtering animals at unauthorized places. Let's move on to the General Telegraph. 4.1 million fraud case goes to appeals courts. RLG to train Ivorian Senegalese youth in ICT. Cervical cancer kills 2,000 Ghanaian women annually, and this is scary. Deputy Ashanti Regional Health Director Dr. Joseph Odro has expressed deep worry over the alarming rate at which Ghanaian women are dying through the cervical cancer disease, and said this should not be allowed to continue. The Business and Financial Times newspaper now. Investors target $1 billion Western Rail project. MODEC refuses to reinstate workers, and the impasse between MODEC and 15 of the 19 workers it sacked last November is becoming more protracted, since the company is said to have refused to reinstate the workers as directed by the arbiter in the matter, the Labour Commission. Accra's street lights gobble up 190 million Ghana cedis. So even though they are often not on when and where they are most needed, street lights in the Accra district alone are said to consume, guess how much, 192 million Ghana cedis per year of electricity. That's a lot of money. Is it going into what it's supposed to be going into? You can read a lot more details in the paper. So that's it for the stories as captured by myjoyonline.com. However, you can log on to myjoyonline.com and read a lot more stories. We've got deep stories there for you to read and enjoy. But right now, Kwame Juma-Jumang, he's on, and he's got all the sports.